So today I will start section D of paper code 101TH, and the name of the chapter is alkanes. So what are alkanes? First of all, we must know the basically what are hydrocarbons. So hydrocarbon are the compounds containing hydrogen plus carbon, and they are named as hydrocarbon, and all the organic chemistry belong to the hydrocarbons. So we will start from the simplest and saturated hydrocarbons. Those are alkanes. So alkane are the saturated acyclic hydrocarbon having the general formula of CnH2n plus 2. It means if we will put the value of n is equal to 1, then it will be CH4, and if we will put the value of n is 2, then C will be 2 and H2n plus 2, the value of 2 n is 2, so it becomes the 2 into 2 plus 4, that is C2H6. So this simplest hydrocarbon is called methane, and it is called ethane. And you can go through the nomenclature, IUPAC nomenclature. What does that mean? That means the how to write the name of hydrocarbons. So methane means when we use the word meth, it means there is one carbon. When we use the word eth, it means there are two carbons. When we use the word prop, it means there are three carbons. When we use the word but, it means there are four carbons in that particular compound or chain. And further are the substituents and longest chain finding. So you can go through it as you have earlier read it. So I will leave this topic, that is IUPAC nomenclature. You have to go through it yourself, and after, if you find any problem, then do tell me and we will discuss it. So first are the methods of formation. So method of formation are very simple. Methods of formation of alkanes. And further, I forget to tell you one thing, that alkane means, anes mean there are single bond between carbon. If the word ene is used, that is alkene, ene word is used, it means there are double bond between carbon. And if the word ine is used, that means there are three carbon bonds. So ane, ene and ine. So we are studying alkanes. Anes mean there are the compounds which have single carbon bond in their longest chain. So further, there were the methods of formation of alkanes. So how to form the alkanes? These are first of all formed by the catalytic hydrogenation of alkenes and alkynes. So it is the catalytic hydrogenation of alkenes and alkynes. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen, and alkynes means, for alkenes it is when there is carbon double bond, when hydrogen will be added to it, it will form the alkane. Always remember that the valency of carbon is 4. So if you are writing valency of carbon is 4, means the individual carbon atom will make 4 bonds, that is 1 2, these 2 bonds are and 3 and 4, 1 2 3 and 4. Like I had written here, methane means this structure, 4 hydrogens are attached to it. Here the valency of carbon is 4, so carbon is making 4 bonds, 1 2 3 4, and the valency of hydrogen is 1, so hydrogen is making single bond. So these alkanes are formed by the hydrogenation of alkenes and alkynes. So this method involves the hydrogenation of alkenes or alkyne in the presence of catalyst nickel at about 200 to 300 degrees Celsius. This reaction is known as Sabatier and Sandrun's reaction. So basically all the alkenes and alkynes can be converted into corresponding alkane with this condition, that is heating them in the presence of the metal nickel at the temperature that is 200 to 300 degree centigrade. So for example, here is ethene. If you will heat it in the at 200 to 300 degrees Celsius in the presence of nickel, it will form ethene. I write it here, let me write again, ethene. So eth means there are two carbons, and ethene means there is double bond. So this is the ethene, and when I will heat it, it will get converted into the corresponding alkane, that is ethane, CH3 CH3, and it is ethane. Eth, again similar to ethene, this is ethane. The word root eth is same in the both these reactant and product. Eth means two carbons. There are also two carbons in product, but in there is in the reactant it is ene, and in the product it is ane. Ane means carbon carbon single bond. So carbon carbon single bond is there, and further the valency of carbon is 4. So it is the ethane. Further, any of the alkene can be converted into the corresponding alkane. Nickel at 200 to 300 degree Celsius. So in these reactions, finely divided platinum or palladium are effective catalyst at room temperature and ordinary pressure, while higher temperature and pressure needed when finely divided nickel catalyst is used. So they are saying that if you will use the metal platinum or palladium, the reaction can be carried out at a bit lower temperature. And the next method of formation of alkanes is the Grignard reduction. It is very famous reaction, that is Grignard reduction and Grignard reagent. You will listen this name, that Grignard reagent, in every chapter. So always understand what is Grignard reagent. Basically, Grignard reagent are the magnesium metal in the presence of dry ether. That is magnesium metal in the dry ether with and alkyl magnesium halide. That is alkyl. R word denotes the alkyl, magnesium and halide. RMgX. This is magnesium, this is halide. There are many halides like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. If you have basic knowledge of periodic table, you always know that what is this X word or halide means. This letter X or halide word means. And R are the alkyl group. Alkyl group may be CH3 or CH3, CH2 or CH2, CH. This is the alkyl group. So there are lots of millions of alkyl groups, different type of alkyl groups. So we can't write every alkyl group in this page, so we use a general general letter to describe all the alkyls, that is R and MgX. So this is the Grignard reagent. So when this Grignard reagent is made to react with the any when this Grignard reagent is made to react with the water, it gives rise to ethane. So first of all, how to form the Grignard reagent? This is not you are not supposed to remember that how to form the Grignard reagent. This is the I am telling you for your knowledge. The alkyl halide will react with the magnesium in the presence of dry ether, and it will form the Grignard reagent, that is RMgX. And further, when this Grignard reagent is treated with the ethanol C2H5OH, it will give rise to the alkane RH plus MgXO C2H5, or When it will be treated with the water H2O, this Grignard reagent will form the alkane plus this compound. So RH means R is the alkyl group. Suppose we are reacting the methyl chloride, that is CH3Cl, with the magnesium in the presence of dry ether. It will form the Grignard reagent, that is CH3MgC. When we will treat it with the ethanol, C2H5OH, or water, it will give rise to the alkane, that is alkane. Which alkane will be formed? That is the CH4 methane plus MgClO plus C2H5. So always remember, when we will treat the Grignard reagent with the ethanol or water, it will give rise to the alkane. These are the alkanes, and remember that the alkyl moiety present in the this Grignard reagent will gain one more hydrogen from this, either this from this ethanol or from water, and will get converted to the corresponding alkane. Suppose if there will be, it was C2H5MgCl. When you will treat it with the water or ethanol, C2H5OH, it will form the corresponding alkane, C2H6. So these are the alkane that are formed by the corresponding Grignard reagent. So you always remember that what is the Grignard reagent? Grignard reagent is general formula for the Grignard reagent is RMgX, and whenever it will be hydrolyzed, that is whenever it will be treated with water or will be treated with the ethanol, it will form the corresponding alkane like this CH2 or C2H5. So this is the method of formation of alkane from the Grignard reagent. Next is the catalytic hydrogenation. Catalytic hydrogenation for the formation of the alkanes. So in case of catalytic hydrogenation, the molecular hydrogen in the presence of catalyst alkyl halide are reduced to the alkanes. For example, ethyl bromide, that is C2H5Br, is treated with the hydrogen and result in the formation of nickel, those at 200 degrees centigrade. It will result in the formation of corresponding alkane, that is C2H6 plus HBr. So there are many other catalytic hydrogenation reactions, you can go through the book. So these are the some of the basic method of the formation of the alkane from their reagents like catalytic hydrogenation, Grignard reaction, or further catalytic hydrogenation or with the some other reagents. Next are the Wurtz reaction. So we will take it the next time, like Wurtz reaction and other reactions, chemical reactions of the alkanes.